So the first thing, of course, that got the media in a frenzy was the return of Dominique Strauss-Kahn, his first time back on French soil since his arrest back in May on those sex assault charges. Of course, he touched down at Charles de Gaulle Airport yesterday, Sunday, and then he went to his plush apartment in the Place des Vosges, and there journalists were, well, it was such a big crush, he could barely make his way to his own front door, and journalists have been commenting on everything from was he wearing a tie, to how many suitcases he had, to whether or not he was smiling. But for them, he didn't really offer up the goods. He didn't speak Georgia. He didn't give them the sound bite that they would have liked. And so, consequently, it was a little bit of a non-story. It's the fourth largest city in Lithuania, called Šiauliai, and he's really raised a storm because he spent the whole article saying the only thing you can think about there is basketball because there's nothing else to do. He calls it a sinister place. He says that it was rebuilt after the Second World War. 70% of it was destroyed, so it's rebuilt in kind of Soviet concrete. And there are rusty garages. There are animal heads all over the hotel where Les Bleus, the team, is staying. And this has not gone down very well with the locals. He says that if the Lithuanians are as good at basketball as they are at hunting, then maybe Les Bleus will have something to worry about. But overall, a very kind of damning tone to this piece. So look at this article, which is on the website of Libération. You can see him there on the right, Pierre Charon, versus Chantal Joanneau. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. He used to be a communications advisor to Nicolas Sarkozy, so he was almost like a right-hand man, a spin doctor. Now we could say there's definitely been a communication breakdown between the two. And what he did this morning, which got him automatically suspended, was to submit a kind of dissident list of contenders for the elections coming up for position of senator. Yes, Street Generation, this website here, is talking about a 24-year-old. He lives in Montreuil, in the eastern suburbs of Paris. And he's the new web phenomenon. And you might wonder why, because actually he just does something very simple. He posts short videos on YouTube and on his webpage of about 3 minutes. He carries a little notebook around with him, he writes down his observations, and then he broadcasts it.